Agent's room, AMP house, at 12:30 a.m. "Stay," Agent said, grabbing onto Davis's hand. "I can't. I'll be back later, though," Davis said, going in for a dap-up. Agent took the dap-up, and before letting go of Davis, Agent kissed his hand. "See you later," Davis said before jogging over to the door and leaving. "Bro, I'm all alone now, man." "Wait, let me call Kai. That motherfucker probably awake," Agent said, grabbing his phone, tapping it. At Davis's car outside the AMP house, at 1:58 a.m., Davis quickly got in his car, blush spreading all over his face the second he got into the driver's seat. What the fuck?" Davis asked himself, questioning why he felt so much heat and nervousness whenever he was with Agent. Davis looked at his hand, the spot where Agent kissed it. It felt hot. Davis wondered if that's what it would feel like again if Agent kissed him. Not his hand, not his cheek. Him. His lips. Davis threw his head back, covering it with his hands. Davis didn't actually have anything to do. But why'd he leave then? Davis couldn't handle a hug from Agent. Just imagine how it would be sleeping in the same bed as him. Being so close. Together. Davis started the car, not knowing where he was going. He just drove away. Away as possible from the AMP house. As possible away from Agent. Outside Agent's room at the AMP house at 5 a.m., Davis decided to go back to Agent's room. Agent was probably already asleep. The sun was setting. The weather was beautiful. Davis got out of the car, shut the door. He looked over this side to find Duke doing some sort of thing under his car. He ignored it. Davis walked over to the backyard, opening the gate. He then walked over to Agent's massive glass door. Davis about to open it until he saw a company with Agent. Kai was sleeping facing the window. Agent was facing his setup. Davis was pretty sure his heart had just dropped. He could feel tears coming out of his eyes. Davis walked away, rubbing his eyes, which helped. Davis opened the door leading to a living room. He walked over to the stairs and up to his room. Davis's eyes filled with tears as soon as he closed the door. Davis knew Agent and Kai had nothing going on. Why was he so emotional about it? Why did he feel so betrayed? Davis was now laying in his bed. Crying made him tired and sleepy. He was facing the ceiling as his eyes slowly closed by themselves. In Davis's room, AMP house, at 2 p.m. Davis, wake up!" Chris yelled, now dragging Davis from the bed to the floor. "Did you get no sleep or something?" Chris asked, dropping Davis's leg. Davis grunted, pointing at the door. "I ain't, man," Chris said, giving out a small chuckle before walking over to the door and heading out. Davis slowly got up and gained control of his body. Davis headed towards the bathroom, opened the door to the sink where he washed his face and brushed his teeth. Davis put on a gray hoodie that was slightly too big for him, along with some AM/PM sweatpants. He put on some white socks and Yeezy slides. Davis grabbed his phone and put it away in his pocket. On the way to the door, Davis slipped. He got up quickly and acted like as nothing happened. Davis walked down the hall and down the stairs. And in the kitchen, Davis grabbed a yogurt from the fridge. Quickly opening it and also grabbing a spoon, Davis grabbed the yogurt with the spoon and a spoonful went in his mouth. He noticed no one was downstairs, and that wasn't very surprising in the AMP house. Davis remembered what had happened earlier. He was wondering if they could still be in that same position. Davis ignored the mood-changing thoughts, went through his phone, opening TikTok, and the first thing he saw was an edit where they showed Agent was asking Davis to say. When Davis was on the outside of the window, he noticed how far away Kai and Agent were. That made him a little bit better. Davis sat down, pulling his yogurt aside, and his spoon still in his mouth. Davis scrolled down through the profile of the person who made the edit. He noticed how many edits of Agent and him they had. Davis tapped on one. Agent entered into the kitchen. He had just finished doing nothing. He gets so hungry, so he went to get some food outside. The presence in the kitchen changed his mind. He suddenly felt like making food himself, or even someone helping him make it. Davis flinched at the sudden touch on his waist and turned around to see Agent. Davis had completely forgotten what video he was watching. Agent? Davis said, his back getting slightly arched. Agent peeked his head through Davis's shoulder, his eyes completely focused on David's phone. What are you watching? Agent let out a chuckle. And why are you sucking on a spoon? Davis quickly turned his head to the phone and taking the spoon out of his mouth. Not noticing the grip on his waist got stronger. Davis stuttered. I was just looking at this person's profile. They make AMP edits, pretty weird ones. Davis added quickly, trying to claim himself. All right, Davis, whatever, man, Agent said, a chuckle in it once again. You feel like helping me make some food? Agent said, finally letting go of the smaller waist. Yeah, sure, Davis said, getting a smile. Davis looked excited, the exact energy that Agent needed at this moment. What do you want to make? Davis asked, opening the fridge. Chicken with a salad? I'm still on a diet. You good with that? Agent responded, yeah, that sounds good. Davis said, taking the frozen chicken out of the freezer. Agent watched. Davis calmly got the supplies ready. Agent leaned onto the island, just observing, analyzing Davis. Agent, Davis stuttered as he felt his arms lift him up. Agent placed Davis on top of the kitchen island, putting his hands on top of Davis's thighs as he got in the middle of both of the smaller legs. Agent, what are you doing? Davis said, covering his face with one hand. Afraid Agent would see his face slowly heat up. Don't cover your face, Agent said in an angry tone. Agent grips on Davis' thigh got tighter, and he took one hand and grabbed Davis's hand, which was covering his face. You're beautiful, you know that, Agent said. Davis' body got hot. His heartbeat got faster and faster each second, which didn't go unnoticed by Agent. Davis brought his head down. He was embarrassed. Agent leaned in on Davis, putting one hand softly on his chin, bringing it up. Agent pressed his lip against Davis's lip, and Davis let out at the sudden movement. Agent's hand traveled up Davis's waist, making him arch his back. When Davis arched his back, he slightly opened his mouth, giving Agent access to slide down his tongue in. Agent's hand now on Davis's cheek. Agent had been wanting to feel Davis's lips for a while now. Davis's lips tasted exactly how they thought he would. Soft, sweet, just delicious in general. Agent didn't want to stop the kiss. He didn't want to stop tasting Davis, but he knew both of them knew that they had to breathe. Agent broke the kiss, not taking his eyes off of Davis. Agent loved the way Davis looked when he was confused or struggling. He looked so innocent and clueless. David stuttered, still shocked from what had happened. Agent leaned in once again, this time trailing to Davis's ass. Agent! Davis cut off. Agent kissed him once again, this time being more rough. Agent grabbed a piece of Davis's ass, gripping it. Davis broke the kiss, slightly pushing Agent. Wait, calm down, Agent. What's with the sudden kisses? And the butt grabbing? Davis's body heated up saying that sentence. Davis, be my boyfriend, Agent said slowly. Davis stared back at Agent in shock and then turned nervous. Me? Davis said. Yes, you, Agent said. Their stare both had tension. The silence was loud until Agent broke it with a, "Is that a yes?" he asked. Agent's hand traveled up to Davis's waist. Agent now standing straight and not leaning in on Davis. Yes, Davis said, trying to gain confidence. Agent let out a smirk and rubbed Davis's hair. Agent softly grabbed Davis's cheek and kissed him, both of them feeling their soft, hot lips. Agent broke the kiss by saying, "I really like you." Davis quickly responded, "I really like you too," while letting out a smile. "Are you still hungry?" Agent asked, picking up the plate. "Yeah," Davis said, hopping off the counter. Oh.